On your screen here is Tesla. Now, Tesla has doubled since the start of January. If you've been with us for a while, you know that we put out a video mid-December saying, hey, watch out if you're short Tesla because of the options dynamics, the positioning dynamics, and Tesla just were a setup for a major bull move. And we really ripped into this 200 level and we've pinned 200. Now, what's interesting about 200 is there's just a ton of gamma that sits at that level and we think it's kind of kept the stock locked down. Now, this time frame that starts here is something to watch for because we have Powell tomorrow. He's going to come out and talk to the Senate tomorrow. That's March 7th and also on the 8th. And that sets up a big directional move, not just for Tesla, but for stocks in general, into a very large March 17th options expiration. And the idea here is that Powell's going to come and he's either going to say, hey, markets, you're clear to move ahead, or he's going to hit us kind of with a hawkish left hook and send the markets lower. And all those big options positions are going to catalyze or add momentum to that directional movement. So while we've been pinned over the last few weeks and days in a lot of stocks, we think those pins are really going to fall apart here over the next 2 weeks. Now, if you are a Tesla bull, you want to see the stock get up over 200. And until we get up over 200, we're just not interested in getting long the stock. But let's show you what's so interesting about 200 and why there could be a nice bullish setup here for Tesla. Now, for this, we're going to flip over to our SpotGamma Equity Hub, and this was just launched on March 1st. And what we do is we show you the options positions in over 3,000 different stocks. It gives you all the information you need to look at all these different options positionings in the setup. And so let's take a look at Tesla, which is obviously already up on my screen here. And the first thing I want you to know is, look, here's the 317 expiration. This is where the most gamma in the stock is tied to. And so this, again, is a very large options expiration. And the chart we wanted to focus on was this key gamma strike chart where you can see the call gamma in orange and the put gamma in blue. Now, the more vertical these lines are, the more volatility, options-driven volatility you would expect in a stock. But what we wanted to really do is just zoom in here and look at the actual positions. So here is the 200 strike. Now, in orange is call gamma bar, so how much call gamma is at every strike, and in blue is the put gamma. And what you can see is that over 200, we have predominantly call positions, right? It's predominantly call positions at strikes above. And the idea here is that if we can get a close and a little bit of momentum over 200, this call gamma is going to grow and likely draw the stock higher. And the target in this case would be 220, which you can see there's quite a bit of call gamma again up at that strike. And so if you can get a little momentum here, if Powell doesn't kind of knock us out and we close over that 200 level, 200 should become nice support. And then all of this gamma that is at March 17 expiration could really help to draw forward or draw higher a pop in the stock, again, up into this 220 area. So these are great dynamics here for a bull in the stock. And again, if we can't get over that 200 level, that's a sign that there's just not enough bullish pressure to overcome these options positions. And that 200 level is actually going to be a pretty big resistance bar. But with Powell being kind of dovish or just sort of benign, so to speak, if we can move over the 200, then the catalyst is there to kind of squeeze this thing a little bit higher into the 220 level. Now, if you're interested in trying out Equity Hub or our Hero, which is our real-time options indicator, go to SpotGamma.com. You get a free 7-day trial. It's a great time to start a trial given Powell as we move into the big March options expiration. And also note that we send out a daily note every single morning analyzing the options market from a macro view. We've been seeing implied volatility come down sharply, and there's a couple of important notices that come with that. And so please head over to SpotGamma.com and check that out. And if you did like this video, please give us a like and subscribe. It helps us out a great deal.